What's up, you guys? After reacts here, and today I'm going to be reacting to some more Legacies. This is season 3, episode 5. So let's get into it.
Look, the translation has been a bit of a bitch, but maybe you've heard the story.
Whatever's inside this thing can grant your heart's most impossible desire, and that's a direct quote, I think.
Is it like a marble?
I had something like that.
You could ask Sam and Dean about how they broke it.
And you will. Your heart started to race when you found out what it does. I heard it. Which means that you still have it, so now we're just negotiating the price.
Then here's my offer.
If you don't make another move.
Sorry, pal. But it looks like you
If he has this thing, why would he not have used it?
All right, Hope, stop. That's a death spell, Hope, don't.
Hey, but get out of here. The spell won't work if she can't see you.
Relax. I was just scaring him.
And me.
You promised me that we would do whatever it takes to get Landon back. This is what it takes. Get the hell out of my way.
I like that she's willing to go dark side. Whether or not she gets through with it, we'll see.
Wakey, wakey, eggs and bakey.
Remember, she's Klaus's daughter.
Early and in a good mood.
Look at all this destruction. It's like a bomb went off in Mystic Falls.
A Malabomb. They call these things prison worlds for a reason. Malavore's probably trying to find a way out.
I thought we were done with that guy thing, whatever.
Or maybe he's just lonely and so he spends his days puking up monsters.
Guys, we're astral projecting, remember?
That squeal!
See, touch, or hurt us.
And let's just forget that I made that sound.
I will
You know what
never.
I'd like to forget about? You and Alyssa Chang. Oh, we never really talked about that. How's it going?
We're cool.
Well, it wasn't cool of her to destroy the Ascendant that we used to make this world without telling anyone.
I don't really want to get into any of that.
Didn't
so
you give it to
we can
him?
Get on with looking for Landon.
Josie Saltzman. I guess we should probably know each other better by now. I mean, your dad was dating my mom, and my sister had that huge crush on you. But not so huge that you noticed. Sweet.
Water under the bridge, right?
They never even interacted.
I heard your
What?
family left town.
They did. I would have gone with, but the town they moved to already has a QB1.
Oh, so you're quarterback here. That's great.
It will be once I beat out the guy Coach thinks is going to start. I gotta go, Joe.
Name's Finch.
I'm Joe.
Josette Saltzman.
Finch?
Tell me.
Finch?
Heard
Fish?
of that tour?
What a weird name.
Jed, where's Landon?
Oh my god, you look like Chad! Oh, okay. Goodbye.
Landon? Hold on, I'm coming. You've killed all of my friends. Everyone I love is dead. You won.
Correction. I win.
Oh. Oh. Ooh, is the metaphor here that she feels like she killed him? Or that she did kill him?
Now that is the Hope Michelson I know and love.
What the hell is happening?
Well, you still haven't figured it out.
Did I figure it out?
I don't understand.
Come with me. I can help.
You just killed everyone. But okay, sure, I'll take your hand.
You look pretty.
Well,
She
that's
always
pretty, at
looks
least.
pretty.
As much as I'd like to stare into those eyes of yours all night, we should probably talk about the fact that I killed you, and you're still here.
You're right. What really matters is what happened to your friends.
You murdered them, then they disappeared.
So will I. Once you realize that this is all a game, but what it's trying to teach you is very real.
The therapy box.
Bigger than it looks on the outside, right? Like you said, your friends died in the scenario it created. So, what do you think that means?
That she's gonna outlive them all?
This game is stupid.
Yeah.
What are you doing? Let me go.
You first. You watched me dissolve. You know being a tribrid makes you and your blood toxic to Malivore, that I'm his biological son. So, deep down.
So exchanging fluids made you melt.
What do you really think happened to him?
But I mean, wouldn't that work for saliva too, though?
This place seems perfect for me right now.
I'm surprised you even noticed. You were staring at me the whole time.
I was just listening very intently.
Got it. So any questions?
Just one, but it's personal. Why did Ethan give you the stink eye when he saw you earlier?
Me and his sister dated for a minute. Like a hot minute. And I didn't take the news that she was leaving town too well, which is why I'm on suspension, giving tours and wiping chalkboards. It's a long story.
You can tell me all about it at lunch, if I'm cool enough to sit at your table.
Not gonna happen. I'm perceptive too. I heard what you said earlier. You're not gonna go here.
My sister took the news about me one.
On one hand, I'm happy that they're giving Josie something. You know? Hopefully, she has a relationship that actually lasts longer than like 3 episodes. Right? But, on the other hand, they're doing the one thing that I said I didn't like. And that's not introducing and look, what I don't like is when they purely introduce someone as a lesbian love interest. Like, they've purely introduced this girl as a love interest for Josie. Like, the second that she said she was into girls, like, you just know that that's, like, they're going to date. You know? I would have rather it have been ambiguous for us to get to know this character. And then find out that she's into girls. You know? Build up a character before you just introduce someone as a love interest. Because I feel really, really bad for the LGBTQ community because this constantly happens. Like, they just introduce a lesbian character or a gay character for the token gay of the show. You know? Am I making sense? And, like, you guys, like, you take whatever crumbs that you can get because that's all you get. But it's just so unsatisfying. And, like, why can't you guys just have the same kind of build-up as a straight relationship? You know? Like, when Alyssa was introduced as, like, a love interest or whatever for MG, which, weird, I don't know, right? She didn't, like, get introduced and say, oh, my ex-boyfriend, like, while she's in a conversation with MG, oh, my ex-boyfriend was blah, blah, blah. Like, stating her sexuality in front of the person that she's going to date, you know? Does that make sense? Am I making sense? I just think it's very lazy to introduce someone as strictly just a love interest. Anyways, hopefully this goes somewhere. Although, I'm not really sure because she's got a weird name. And her hair's, like, very, like, strange. Intriguing. I don't know, we'll see.
To transfer about as well as you did my leaving.
Then why'd you take the tour?
Because I wanted to. I did it for me, and it felt right.
No, you didn't. You
And
did
I
it
really
because
do wanna
you
come here. If
fancy this girl.
I can sit at your table.
Is that a metaphor or something?
What do you think?
I'll tell you at lunch. If you ever come back.
What are you doing?
Oh, you know, just tidying up.
That was your word, wasn't it?
You said it yourself. This place isn't real. You can't stay here.
Well, not like this, with little imaginary paint and elbow grease.
You're in denial.
I'm not.
See?
I don't care. Not if it means I get to be with you, or at least close enough.
But what about your friends? You saw what happened to them.
This is all just a metaphor, right? I mean, me being powerless, you haunting me, them being in trouble. So, for once in my life,
Is this
I am
what
not
we
gonna
resulted
sacrifice what I
to?
love to metaphorically save anyone.
No offense,
Like
but that's
her
kind of
staying in a
what you do.
magic box
So that stupid word
To-
can keep appearing, but I'm not leaving.
be with a boy?
Why am I here?
Well, in layman's terms, I unplugged the damn thing, which Vardamus assured me was safe to do with the single user. Maybe he was wrong.
No, maybe you were.
Hope. What happened in there?
You should know, since this was your plan all along. You didn't put me in that box to find Landon, you put me in it so I'd give up on him. Meet them.
If that were true, why would I pull you out? Let me show you something.
Is that the artifact we were looking for? How did you find that?
It looks like a birthday cake.
I'm being wildly irresponsible.
We have to do some research, figure out how to use the damn thing.
Or better plan, I make a wish, pop it open, see what happens. You reek of blood.
Why would you
Don't
not just
you're
wish
gonna
for
start
Klaus
being
to be alive
responsible.
then?
I've tried to open it.
I'm
It's
just
locked.
saying.
Probably spelled shut.
If these things, like, I feel like that's a wildly overpowered item.
Go ahead. Make your wish.
So much for that wish.
I found
I
it
told you, Sam and Dean broke it.
It's a Grecian urn. It was stolen out of a museum in Athens 10 years ago. It's rumored it can reanimate spirits,
But you don't think we should go after it? You think we should stop?
I feel like this is something that he probably would have found for Joe,
Anything that'll solve
but
this.
sure.
But it isn't just about us.
I feel like we're just,
It's hurting
like,
other people too.
coming up with anything now. I feel like recently her whole story arc has just been about a boy. And, like, I'm all about ships and shipping people, and I think that they're adorable. But, like, there's more to a character than just who they're with. And I hope that going forward, we get to see more of Hope. By yourself, maybe. I don't know. Honestly, what I want to see is more of her father's side coming out in her, personally.
He's gone. Never gonna see him again.
I feel like you will, because I feel like that's a TV show thing to do. I'm never going to see him again. Yeah. Yeah. Alrighty, well that was Legacies, Season 3, Episode 5. I wish this show would commit to killing someone. I find it hard to get connected and feel bad for characters when they're not actually dead. You know? And I feel like they gave that away. I'm never gonna see him again. That was like classic TV show writing. I think I pretty much said everything I wanted to say about this episode during the reaction. You guys can let me know what you guys think. I like Landon. I do. I think that he is adorable and is like really relatable to me. And I wouldn't want, like, I don't want him to die, but I feel like the show is, like, too scared to actually fully commit to killing anybody, including him. You know, someone said, I don't know who, I don't know, but, like, how dark would it have been if Landon was still Malivore when they had sex. Like, that would have been pretty dark, but they didn't go there. And I feel like, I mean, I don't know. Like, season 1 and the beginning of season 2 was, like, really, really good. But I feel like the show has stumbled a lot since then. And, of course, some of it is because of, you know, COVID and everything. But some stuff was rushed, some stuff they're just a little too scared to do stuff. Like, I think they're too scared to go dark. Like, actual proper dark and, like, actually kill people. Which is weird for a show that's, like, a spin-off of the originals and the Vampire Diaries. And yes, characters did come back in those shows, but at least they committed to killing them for, like, a couple episodes at least. Alaric was a couple of seasons. I mean, by this point in the Vampire Diaries, we lost Jenna, Vicky, Anna, Pearl, I mean, technically Caroline. And then, like, by this time in the originals, I mean, half the originals have been staked and everything a bunch of times. I feel like some of the original stuff actually was a little bit later on. But anyways, like, I just feel like they're too scared. And they're playing it really safe. Which in the end comes across as kind of, I don't want to say childish, but, you know? Like, what was the point in Alyssa and MG getting together? Was it just to cockblock Lizzie? And then for her to just cheat on him? Like, that doesn't make sense. I feel like Alyssa, with how obsessed she was with MG, wouldn't cheat on him. Is it just to break them up so that... I feel like now we're just going to get Lizzie and MG together. And it's not going to feel earned. You know? I mean, it's going to feel earned from, like, his side and, like, him, you know, having unrequited feelings for so long. But it's not going to feel earned from her side. Like, I feel like she needs to... So, like, for example, right? We'll use Friends as an example here. Right? You know, you had Ross pining for Rachel all of season 1. Then he comes back with a new girlfriend. And then, like, and Rachel just realized she likes him. And then she pines for him for, like, what was it, like 7 episodes? And then they, like, almost get together. But then they don't. And then for another couple episodes, they're both pining for each other. And then they get together. You know? Like, I feel like Lizzie needs to be the one pining for a little bit. And we need to see that. For it to be satisfying. And I feel like if they've just done this with Alyssa and MG and they've just broken them up now, I feel like we're not going to get that. I feel like they're just going to get together and it's not going to feel satisfying to me. You guys can let me know what you guys thought. And I'll see you in the next one.